Happy Halloween, sisters and brothers of Local 2627, Robert Ajay. It's Monday, November 1st, 2010. And let me just start off by saying sometimes things happen at work that affect more than just you. For example, if you feel that you're not doing a lot of work or that the work that you're getting is not particularly up to the speed that you think it should be, and in reality, you're probably getting paid more than with the job that you're actually doing, because in our case, sometimes you get phased out. It's not our choosing. Technology changes so fast. But before you start complaining to management about that, maybe you should talk to your other members who may be in the same situation that you're doing at your site, because you can make management look at everybody and cause everybody a problem. So when you have these type of issues, don't just think that you should go to management first and talk about it. You should talk amongst yourselves first, and then you should talk to the union and see if there's a way to get around it. Because sometimes, we have titles that are being phased out, and management doesn't know how to handle it. So you may have 10 people in the site that has a job that's just basically became obsolete, and you're not doing anything all day. And you go to management, you start complaining about it, and the management will say, well, you know what, I got 10 people that are not doing anything, doing things all day. And management may figure out a way to get rid of everybody. Just disband your whole department or something like that. So be very careful. Talk amongst yourself and talk to the union before you start making decisions on your own like that, because you could bring the weight down on all members. Another thing, like with evaluations, if you don't get an evaluation, no news is good news. Never ask for an evaluation. Not having an evaluation can help us being the union to defend you in certain type of circumstances. If management feels that you're not doing an equitable job, we're going to ask the management, did you notify the member of this? Did you give them an evaluation? And the management didn't give you an evaluation. That's part of our argument right there. You weren't aware. So before they start penalizing you, there's certain procedures that they're supposed to follow, and we need to hold them to task for that. Same thing that some people try to justify having an evaluation by saying, well, I need it for a raise. You don't need evaluation for a raise. Management knows what you're doing. You work for them. And another time, sometimes people management asks you to document what you do for them. Do not take offense of that. If they're asking you specifically, find out what the management agenda is after you fill this in. A lot of people are getting up in arms because management is saying, well, what do you actually do? If anything, you should find out what you're doing and make sure that they know exactly what you're doing, because it may be one of the things that justifies your existence. You need to make sure that you also sign up for these eAlerts. I'm saying this again, and we have, out of about the 4,200, we only have about 2,500 people signed up, and there's a lot of stuff that's going on. One of the things that we've done recently, we sent out an eAlert on the election tomorrow. DC 37 has not endorsed any gubernatorial candidates, because all of them basically seem to be anti-union. They want to do something about our pensions. They want to do something. They want to restructure our pensions. They want to have a committee to look at our pensions and maybe restructure them. And a constitutional convention, that's what they call it. And this is something that we don't need. The candidates haven't said anything positive for the unions at all. We would prefer that you call us when you need to contact us in a hurry. Don't email us. We ask for you to email us when we need information from you. That way we'll be looking for it. A lot of times people email us and they don't put in a subject who you are, where you're coming from, and it comes in as spam to us because we don't know who we should look at. We get, probably between Mike and myself, we probably get 100 emails a day. We need to know which ones are important and which ones aren't. So if you're going to email us, try calling us first. You leave us voicemail if you don't get us immediately, and we will always return a voicemail within the next couple of hours, or at least within 24 hours. If you don't hear from us, call us again, because we get a lot of mail going in. John Ing, by the way, has returned from his illness. He's back in office for people who John Ing represents for us. Another thing I'd like to mention is the Mayor's Executive Order 140, which basically gives all of the responsibility of IT over to an okay by Do It First before it passes through whatever agency. It has to go through Do It First. We will have a link to it on our webpage to go right to it. And there will also be a link of the video where Mayor Bloomberg announced his partnership with Microsoft to bring DoIT into the fold as far as taking over the IT functions of the city. Good and welfare. Unfortunately, one of our DOF, Department of Finance members, Sylvia Theophil-Atos, if I'm pronouncing the name correctly, was unfortunate. She lost her brother. And of course, 2627's heartfelt sympathies go out to her, and we hope that she recovers from her grief, as soon as possible. This is something that you can't recover from ever, but we hope that the pain is a little bit less. Now we have the Hindu Festival of Lights, better known as the Diwali celebration. It starts on November the 5th, and we want to wish everybody a happy holiday. And I will talk to everybody next Monday. Until next Monday, in solidarity, this is Robert Ajayi. Talk to you soon.